Alright, well we are here in Granville. Pither is up here, so we are going to go up there and we're going to talk to him. I looked on the wiki. He's got 3 missions and like 5 or 1 story arc with 3 missions and then like 5 standalone missions. The only thing I really remember about Pither is all of his missions have kind of shorter than normal timers. So, you'll get, in most City of Villains missions, you'll get like a mission that's like, defeat all enemies in 2 hours. In Pither, it's like defeat all enemies in 30 minutes. Actually, instead of this Shadowrun Manchester soundtrack, I want to listen to the Uplink soundtrack while I do this for some reason. And I don't know why, except that I really like the Uplink soundtrack. I was told to expect you, Tabez. Let's make this quick. I have a schedule to keep. Council's working with a retired U.S. Army general who they have codenamed Diocletian. The wiretaps have just uncovered his location in a building here in Granville. You must know what he knows. His intelligence is priceless to Arachnos. I've tasked you to go and kidnap him, bring him to the waiting hands of Arachnos. We have a very short extraction window, so you best hurry up. You got 30 minutes. In we go. Hello and welcome, by the way. I am your host, elizibar. Just hit the button. That way we can navigate to the end. Okay, Pither's, or the General Diocletian, is going to be this way. Remember, when the council zigs, you have to zag. And don't get stuck on terrain. Archon Fritz, isn't that stereotypical? Just because the council's Italian? Imagine this guy be like Archon Antonio. Man, I remember when I took German. And... Unhand me, you buffoon! And there was an example in there. It was like greetings, right? And I'm like, I'm all like in on this. I'm like, okay, mi Name ist and all that jazz. And then like, I just looked at the book. The very next example, Ich heiße Antonio Coletti. It's like, did you just like give me an Italian name randomly in this book about learning German? Like you couldn't have like named him like Hans Gutzmiller or something. Yeah, the demo worked fine. I ended up not full screening it and leaving it in the little window, and that's how I played it. Because the full screen capture in OBS didn't really work out so well. Like it kept like flickering and stuff on me. Anyway, we made it through the tower in 90 minutes or so. With about 20 deaths. 3 of which I feel were completely not justifiable. No, 4 of which were not justifiable. Because twice I died on the bridges, but I was standing on the solid land. But it claimed I was dead. And then once I just got killed by an enemy who just came in and attacked me like 4 times in a row before I could do anything. That was kind of unsatisfactory. And the other one was I had stepped in the lava, but I don't know how I stepped in the lava. Because I had pressed like left, and then I pressed down, and instead of getting that second left movement, it just moved me down into the lava. So that one kind of stunk. But we beat the tar out of everybody. Oh, there was one place I had to redo the boss fight, and that was not a satisfactory experience on the redo because I selected the wrong dialogue option because there was just talk, 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 so I'm mashing the button to get through the conversation, and then it picked the dialogue option. And it was not the one I wanted. Which I think the only real consequence there is I lost like the 7 MP or whatever that I had, so it's not a big deal, but just something I noticed. Alright, Pither's gonna love us. We were in and out of here in less than 6 minutes. And he gave us 30. Anyway, you can go back and watch the VOD if you want to, man. Or you can wait for me to put it up on YouTube. Like, if you just rewind the stream, you should be able to watch it. Ooh, you're on vacation. Nice. I hope it's a fun vacation. I do appreciate that I have tomorrow off. Thank you, holidays. Well done, Tabez. Diocletian is currently being debriefed by our best interrogators. He started singing almost right away. Apparently, he had some nasty rumors about the FPSA being from within, and the failings being watched by the U.S. intelligence agencies. If we keep this up, we're going to put me out of a job. Well, that's the idea. Recluse is interested in a Malta group that operates out of the Mediterranean. They've established a base here in Granville without his permission. They're using an old abandoned warehouse as their staging area, and I need someone with skill to go in and extract as much information as possible. Okay. Easy peasy. There are 4 computer files we need, along with information held by 2 other leaders in that base. Alright, so we gotta click some stuff and beat some people up. I think we can do that. Oh, there could be a glowy over here. I think I've seen glowies in this office before. Anyway, what I had played so far in Pariah's Creed, like up through the tower, it felt pretty much like it did the first time I played. Like, if there were differences, it's been long enough that I don't remember them all. Oh, really? You want some too? Symphonic soundtrack is a little loud. Let me knock it down a notch. It is a great soundtrack. Uplink is a great game, by the way. I know there are other hacking simulator games out there. In fact, I own several of them. I've only ever played Uplink. Like, I just find the Uplink experience so satisfactory that I don't really want to try something similar but different, you know? That's one of the reasons Xenonauts is something I haven't really played. It's like, XCOM is such a good game that the same but different, I don't know. I just don't know. Well, there's a computer over here. Is this guy sure he wanted to come do the thing he just did? Wow, I'm hearing like phantasmal glowy sounds. I was just randomly sitting here and I'm hearing whoop, 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 whoop. I have played too much City Heroes. Oh, it's like that one lab map where there's that little loop-de-loop. Okay. Okay, we got Commander Benjamin Grimm down here. It's concrete, by the way. Why, hello, computer. Really, this guy followed us all the way from down the hall. Beat him up, get a thread. I mean, how can you argue with that? Dude, this guy's really got like 2 desks in his office. I miss when I had 2 desks in my office. It's great. I had somewhere to put all my stuff. Those were the days. Commander Weir is now weary. And we need 1 glowy, which is on the map. Thank you, whichever dev implemented that. Like, whoever came up with put the glowy on the map thing, and whoever actually did it, thank you so much. Like, that was one of the best things that developers ever did for quality of life back on Live. So much time gets saved. Hey, we can just call Pither now. Very good. This tells me what Malta is doing here, but also tells me that, like any organization, they have infighting with their own ranks. Alright, well that's good. I just received word that longbows captured one of our bases here in the Rogue Isles. We're acting to clamp down on computer access to systems outside the base. We need to send someone inside to sever the connection. Okay, well that's easy enough. We got 30 minutes to break into this base and do stuff. Alright, not a problem. Woo! Oh, that kind of got my stomach a little bit, like I was the one falling. Woo! Four uploads to disrupt, 3 heroes to beat up. Alright, well, none of this sounds too difficult. Looking for glowies and people that are talking. Really, nothing on this floor? I don't believe that. Alright, let's just... We can herd this whole floor. So we're just going to herd the whole floor. But yeah, I sure don't see whatever it is the game wants me to click on this floor, so it must not be down here. You can always come back. So XLG, do you like the light tan M&M? Were you sad when they took it away from us, when they removed it from the pool of all M&Ms? These are the questions I need answers to. See, he can't answer that. He don't know. XLG doesn't know the glory of the tan M&M. How it was cruelly and brutally taken from us with no recourse by M&M lovers worldwide. You don't know. They don't teach the children about this anymore. And they should. Oh, they should. You know, I guess one of the things I really like about the Uplink soundtrack is it's very stereo. It makes a lot of use out of the stereo mix. Why does Mind Spider look like Sister Psyche's? Like it's like Timu's Sister Psyche. We have Sister Psyche at home. Wow, that all looked pretty painful there. there's just the two glowies. Oh, there's third glowy. Now I have third glowy on the map. We can find it. Oh, golly. Alright, well, we had the terrifying reactor room. Fortunately, we already had the glowy. Right here, ready to go. This is a terrible room to have to search if you're doing a kill-all or something, man. That was a close one. There wasn't much of a reckless operation in that data, but there was enough to let set us back for a while. Things to make sure that it stayed out of the hands of the do-gooders. You bet. Alright, alone in the dark. Here's a task simple enough, even you can't screw it up. Olivia Dark, the governor of Aeon City, is overdue on several reports that I need from her. I want you to play courier. Go to Aeon City. There you'll find her offices. She should have the reports, and best to find an excuse as to why they're not delivered on time. Once you have the reports and an excuse, turn them. Okay. I mean, this seems easy enough. The reactor room is high on your don't want to see maps, dude. I think it might be the #1 map. Like cake maps, the cake room, kind of annoying. Water room, kind of annoying. Reactor room, it's like 4 of those other rooms stacked on top of each other in a nightmare scape of where am I supposed to go? You know, at this point, we're just gonna run. Where is her office at? Why would you make this your office door? Why isn't it like the governor's office, you know, somewhere more sensible? Serve Aeon, obey Aeon. Destroy for Aeon. Serve Aeon, obey Aeon. Beep boop, beep boop. Yeah, well, there's her assistant. This is probably a good place to start. Dr. Ann came in and took her. No idea where they went, huh? Well, that's generally considered not a good thing. That was apparently not the glowy we needed, although it did trigger an ambush somewhere. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Bye, guys. Beep boop, Dr. Aeon. Can I just please have the glowy I'm trying to click? Like, why are we... Like, we already did the click on the thing, ambush comes out. We've already done that. And the second ambush didn't make it any more fun than the first time we did it. We look in the room. Is there one in the room? There's not one in the room. Okay, it's not back here for sure. Not there, not there. Must be on a previous floor, for whatever reason. That wasn't it. Why wasn't that it? And there's still whoobs from somewhere else. It's ridiculous. Dr. Ann has been messing with Olivia Dark, ended up kidnapping her. No wonder those reports were late. Yeah, I know. Eon won't get away with kidnapping Dark like that. I contacted him, but he denies anything and everything. I bet he does. Be a good little villain and go beat the snot out of the maniac. Alright. We'll go beat up Dr. Aeon. Sure. That's easy enough. Now, this is a lot of arbiters just hanging around. Like, are there really that many people who are, like, that into Lord Recluse? I guess so, right? Okay, it's just... I saw a conversation pops, and I was just making sure it wasn't Dr. Aeon. It was not Dr. Aeon, so we're going to go upstairs and keep looking for him. He's in here somewhere. There he is. He's got his rave oven mitts on, as Ninja Weasel called him. We got this guy. He's a nerd. Yeah, his to-do list tells you exactly what he did to Dark. He threw her into the Shadow Shard. Oh no. I'm gonna have to go rescue her from the Shard. Okay. Dr. Aeon is insane. Did I mention this? This isn't the first time he's tossed someone to the Shadow Shard for no real reason other than his demented mind told him to. We're gonna get Dark back. We're gonna have to do it quick. Alright. Called in a couple favors and asked... And I have tasked you to get Dark back. You're going to have to go to the Shard itself and find her. This will bring her back to this plane of existence. It won't be easy, and I'm afraid we won't be able to recall you. Okay. Oh, we got this. She's in a location called the Chantry. It's supposed to have some sort of god, but he has shown no hostility. And apparently enjoys taking in strays. If you found Dark, you'll have to make it back to the portal yourself. Afraid I can't authorize the energy expenditure to transit you back. I'm sure you'll be able to make it out all right. Thanks. Ah, this freaking map. Speaking of maps I don't like. Alright, well, we'll run around until we find her. She won't be all the way up in the Death Star, will she? Because I'm not sure how I'd get her out from the Death Star if she was. Is it going to let me up all the way there? Like this is the Black Swan mission? So it will. Well, this is the only landmark there is, so we are gonna come up here, duck inside, see what's up. See what's up. I don't see her in here. Oh, there she is. Yeah, I don't see her in here as I'm looking directly at her. Nice. Told me how to get out of here. You cover my escape. Okay. So now we just walk back to the beginning. That's easy. That's just about the quickest 8 merits I've ever gotten. Hi, Rices. I do not have snack mix. Sorry to tell you. But you know, if you want, you can drive over here to elizibar area, and you can have some lunch. There's going to be like some potato and leek soup, and there's going to be like a sandwich, and it's going to be great. Make lobster rolls. Hey, nice. Hopefully they turn out way better than the ones I had when I was in New York many years ago. I was told those are supposed to be the best lobster rolls in the city, and I found them very underwhelming. I don't remember the name of the place. Hey, look at that. It's a big Horthavine. Can we go in it? Oh, we can. Look at that. We went through the Horthavine. Alright, Pither. To be honest, I didn't think you could pull it off. I was just about to write everything off as a wash when Dark phoned me to thank for orchestrating her rescue. You impressed me, Tabez. Now, back to work. Okay. Man, Pither's not even going to take me out to drinks or nothing. He's just like, shh. You don't get a bonus. You just get to survive. I'm like, man, this isn't even how Arachnos is supposed to operate. You're supposed to try to bribe me with lots of money and then betray me later. Like, doesn't he understand his own evil organization? Sheesh. Alright, let me see. Does Pither have a badge mission or anything? Or is it just more randoms? Just a couple more random missions? Alright, we'll just do them all here in a row. Been over the books, and one of our bases has been underperforming dramatically. I suspect it's because the supervisor there won Fortunata Iverson. I suspect Iverson is sandbagging Arachnos projects while her team is helping out one of our enemies. I need you to go and have a talk with Iverson and find out who she's really working for. And by talk, I mean beat some sense into her. Thumbs up. Okay, so we beat somebody up, and then we have 30 minutes to beat more people up. You know, at least Pither's arc is straightforward. It figures that now that I don't have time to start a manticore, people are forming manticores. Alas. You know what? This is probably a good chance for me to go pull up the forum and see what the schedule is for weeklies, so I know what next week's got going on. Really, your Arachnos base is actually a cave. Let's see, is the weekly schedule in announcements? That's where I would put it. With strike targets, there we go. I have clicked it, it's not loading. Now, the calendar is back. Okay, we have a calendar apparently. Why there's not just a big button that says weekly strike targets here at the top of the forums, I don't know. I guess some people come in here to talk. Wait. Frick, this doesn't help me. This schedule does not tell me the weekly strike targets. Unless... Is it this? Oh, it's that. So next week is Market Crash, Renault, and Moonfire. Yeah, okay. Recluse is very protective of his branding. I guess so. I guess so. I frickin' hate this map. You know, I would just suspect that the Fortunata running this place is having trouble because we're in a frickin' arachnoid cave and her troops are being eaten. Like, that's what I would suspect is going on here, Pither. Not that they're helping anybody else. Maybe we should not stick bases into arachnoid caves. The troops are the snack mix, yeah. You are correct. What a terrible map. It's got all the fun things of Oren Bega and all the fun things of the bigger cave maps. So it's got obstacles everywhere, and it's hard to navigate. Turns out that the snack mix was the friends we munched along the way. True words. True words have never been spoken other than those words. I guess I got to beat you up too, huh, lady? Alright. Turns out they were working for the council. Who could have guessed? Either. Who could have possibly have guessed that they were working for the council? I just had this sudden thought pop into my head. That's why I was real quiet there for a minute. I want to make a story arc where the opponents are like the story arc in AE is about a group of spider-themed characters. They're like former Arachnos agents or something, and you have to stop them from being good guys. Call them the Spider Squad. And in my mind, for some reason, this is really funny. Like, the not-so-toxic tarantula. I don't know. The whole thing just seems really funny as I'm thinking about it here. Chloe's probably in the water room, so we'll go to the water room and start there, just in case all we needed was to plant the bomb all along. Task Force newspaper, your job is to smite the deviant spiders. Oh, goodness. Alright, so there's an Archon in here. Oh, there's the bomb. So we'll see if this is a kill-all or not. Sure looks like it. Alright, let's start here in the bottom of the water room. There are 3 homies that all need to get exploded. Oh, give them the rogue Arachnos outfits too. So the tarantulas are in that like black, that like super dark blue or black or whatever it is. Or not the widows. I can make this, we can make this work. This could be funny. Although I don't know if that I could write it to be particularly funny. That's the hard part, is making the writing have the right amount of interest to it without being just stupid. Now, I know I saw an Archon talking here somewhere. Here to be up. Oh, here he is. Black 13. All right. You won't take Black 13? Why not? Oh, yeah, I guess I won't if he's stuck in a wall. Random fact about the Liberian Civil War. There was General Mosquito, and apparently his arch rival His enemy was General Mosquito Spray. I'm not making this up, man. The Liberian Civil War, as horrifying as it was, and it was, is one of the most brutal conflicts. It had some stuff in it that just kind of makes you like raise your eyebrow. Like, really? And the answer to every time that really happens is yes, really. Okay, we're just getting up here, looking for the next group. There's the next group. That one, whatever that was down there that we beat up, must have been part of this mob. Oh, hey guys. Didn't even see you there. He's a council grenade guy, but he's punching me? How does that make any sense? Oh! His fists hit so hard, they're explosive. Psh, psh, psh. Naturally. I should have thought of that sooner. I love having Winter O's slotted in my powers, man. Just randomly, like, freezing people and immobilizing them and stuff. It's fun. Very good. Tabez, Iverson's in custody, and with Archon Coast out of the picture, we can get the Black 13 project back on track. Okay. You know, I was hired by Recluse, I get results, and I don't get results by relaxing in a hammock and sipping drinks with frilly umbrellas. Results require action, and action requires you to get out and do something for a change. I have a job for Recluse. He needs the formula that Cray has been working on for their Usurper project. Don't worry if you haven't heard about it, just hit the lab and get it. I have a hacker who can stick with this data into an unsecured part of their network. It will only be there for 50 minutes before the network demons can see the errant file and move it back behind the firewalls. Okay. I think we'll just team teleport. Like, just zoink us over there, man. Gonna go prep lunch. Alright, well, you have a great lunch. And all that good stuff. Take care. We're gonna go steal science. That's what you do when you're evil. You steal science. Okay, as a cloned hero, but I feel like we're looking for a glowy. Not a person. Got it. I now have the Efficiency Expert badge. Prove yourself efficient by succeeding at all of Pither's time tasks. Well, there we go. So his whole arc was a task, or was a badge mission. Alright. Hold on, Tabez, you surprised me. My hacker associate could have kept the file outside the firewall longer, but I thought it would be a good test of your skills if you could retrieve it in the time afforded. Well, we did it, Pither. Let's go. They say, right? Let's freaking go. Let's go say hi to Pither. Get up close and personal. There we go. Just hanging out with the homie here, right? Hanging out with the homie.